Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into a massive political storm that's brewing in India. It all centers on one explosive accusation: vote chori. We're going to break down the claims, the counterclaims, and what this all really means for the world's largest democracy.
First things first, let's get the name right. You see, this whole thing, it all hinges on a single Hindi phrase, vote chori. And the translation is pretty blunt. It means vote theft. It's a really powerful term, and it's become a huge political rallying cry.
So right off the bat, we have this massive question looming over everything. Is vote chori just a catchy, powerful slogan designed to fire up a political base? Or are we looking at something much more serious, a genuine constitutional crisis that could threaten the very foundations of India's electoral system? Let's get into it.
To really get a grip on what's going on, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at what vote chori actually is and how this all started. Then, we'll dig into the opposition side of the story. After that, we'll hear the official rebuttal. From there, we'll see how this fight spilled into the public. And finally, we'll connect all the dots on why this controversy matters so much. All right, Section 1. So, what is vote chori all about? Well, to get to the bottom of it, we've got to rewind to the exact moment this whole thing just ignited into a national controversy.
Okay, so picture this. August 7th, 2025. This is the day everything kicks off. The opposition leader, Rahul Gandhi, steps up and makes this just huge accusation. He points the finger not only at the ruling BJP party, but also at the Election Commission of India, the ECI, the very organization in charge of running fair elections, and accuses them of working together on massive electoral fraud.
And believe me, that accusation, that was just the opening shot. From there, the opposition started to build a really detailed case, describing what they saw as a calculated institutional crime.
Okay, get ready for this number. The opposition's case hinges on this figure, more than 100,000 allegedly fraudulent votes. And that's not across the whole country. That's in one single area of one city, Mahadevapura in Bangalore. Now just think about that. 100,000 votes. That's more than enough to completely flip the result in a lot of elections.
And they didn't just throw out a big number and walk away. Nope. They laid out exactly how they claim this was done. They're talking about things like duplicate names on the voting lists, people registered at addresses that don't even exist, bogus photos being used, and even misusing an official form that's meant for new voters.
And this is a really crucial point they keep making. They're saying, hey, this isn't just a hunch. They claim it's all based on a really deep, 6-month-long analysis of the data. They wanted to send a clear message. This isn't just politics. We think we have the proof.
And this is the quote that took everything to another level. When Rahul Gandhi called it an institutional crime against the Constitution, he wasn't just saying the other party cheated. He was accusing one of the core institutions of the state of fundamentally betraying the Indian Constitution. That is a very serious charge. All right, so you've heard the accusation. Now, how did the very institutions being accused respond? Well, let's just say the Election Commission and the BJP came back swinging, and they demanded proof. The ECI, the Election Commission, wasted no time. Their response was swift and blunt. They basically shut it all down, calling the allegations baseless, misleading, and politically motivated. I mean, you can't get much clearer than that. And this is where things get really interesting. It turned into a high-stakes game of chicken. The Congress Party is saying, we have open and shut proof. And the ECI came right back and said, okay, prove it. File a formal declaration, under oath. Put your claims on a legal document. Or, if you can't, you need to apologize to the public. But they didn't just stop at challenging them. Oh no. The ECI and the BJP started to launch their own counterattacks. The ECI took a specific example Gandhi used, a voter named Shakun Rani, and said their own investigation found she only voted once. Then the BJP flipped the whole thing around, alleging that opposition leaders themselves, including Rahul Gandhi, had actually won elections because of similar fraudulent registrations. They even brought up old voter records for Sonia Gandhi from the 1980s. So with two sides dug in so deeply, this was never going to stay a quiet debate. It spilled out of the press rooms and right onto the streets. The whole fight went public big time. The opposition didn't just rely on speeches. They launched a full-scale, 3-pronged campaign. First, on the digital front, they put up a website, votechori.in, as a central place for all their claims. Second, they hit the road, starting something called the Voter Adhikar Yatra, which is a voter rights march, to build support across the country.
And third, they organized actual street protests in big cities like Delhi and Chandigarh to keep the pressure on.
So, okay, we've seen the accusations, the rebuttals, the protests. After all of that, you have to step back and ask the big question. What does all this mean? What's really at stake here for the world's biggest democracy?
And this table, it really lays it all out perfectly. You can see just how entrenched everyone is. It's a total stalemate. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party are alleging fraud and demanding transparency. The Election Commission is flat out denying it and demanding legal proof. The opposition is hitting the streets, and the ruling BJP is saying the whole thing is just a political stunt and firing back with their own claims. There is absolutely no middle ground.
And when you strip everything else away, this is what it all comes down to. This is the fundamental question at the heart of the whole controversy. Are we seeing a real, genuine threat to the integrity of India's elections being exposed? Or is this a politically motivated campaign specifically designed to make people lose faith in those very institutions?
And that leaves us right here, with this one last, really tough question to ponder. Because no matter who's right or who's wrong here, the fight itself has consequences. Is this a necessary battle for transparency that could make the system stronger in the long run? Or is it a dangerous game that's chipping away at the foundation of public trust in democracy itself, causing damage that could last for years? It's a question that India is now forced to confront.